This is the old OpenObserve UI, and this is the latest one. Hi, I am Simran, Devril here at OpenObserve, and I am excited to take you through the latest changes we have made in version 0.91, which the community have been asking for. So if you quickly take a look, earlier we had a different navigation bar which had very limited number of options. We have updated that so it's easy for users to navigate. We also have added the OpenObserve assistant as home page so that you don't have to manually search for things or write queries on your own. Rather, you can just ask the assistant in plain English and get your tasks done. Now, there are a lot of changes we have done, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible to cover only the important points. So since AI monitoring is slightly different from traditional monitoring, so we have created a separate page for AI observability. So you get in the LLM insights around the token usage, the costs, expenditure, the traces, the P95 error rate, etc. So these are the different charts we have, which basically gives you an overview of any application you are running. If you want to look at individual spans or traces, you can basically go hop onto the LLM sessions. We have added different options to help you evaluate the response generated by the LLM prompts. Details around this you'll find in the documentation. So in the month of May 2026, we released the Bring Your Own Bucket feature, which allows you to configure your own dedicated storage. To add to the user experience, we have created a dedicated sections in the settings page where you can configure your storage easily. So you just need to click on the configure storage button and you get different options. You can basically select the storage provider, be it AWS or Azure credentials. So suppose I choose with the AWS credentials, all I need to do is fill in the details like the server URL, the region, the bucket name, access keys and secret keys, and once configured, your data gets stored into the dedicated bucket. We also have added new feature under RUM where you can find correlated traces for different sessions. For example, let's pick this one. This is a session. So once we have the data loaded, you will be able to find different details, and one among this is the correlated traces. So if there are any correlated traces around this user session, you'll be able to see it. So you'll be able to see the end-to-end request for that particular trace. Another thing is in the OpenObserve cloud, we have enabled a feature called billing group. So you cannot enable this feature on your own. You need to contact the OpenObserve team to enable the billing group feature. What happens is you have a parent org under which you can have different child organizations. So all the usage from the child org are billed to the parent org. So another thing which we have worked upon is the multiple query support. So let's say this is a default field. We have selected a stream and we are getting the basic histogram chart, which is in x-axis we have the histogram of timestamp and on y-axis we have the count of events for that particular timestamp. Now this is for the anomalies one. If we apply, the count varies from say 1 to 4. Now let's create another query which is query 2, and this time let's run the same query but for a different stream. Let's say RUM data. Let's hit the apply. So okay, so this has values varying from 90 to 100. Now you can hide one of the queries and see the result for the other one, and vice versa. Right. Now in order to get both the plots on the same, just hit the apply. Now because one has the count of values from 3 to 4 and this has got data around the 100, so let's create a line chart instead, and let's just update the config to just connect all the null values. Okay, and we are also not able to distinguish the color here, so let's just apply color by series. So both has got timestamp. Let me just update the labels here. One, okay, this is RUM data count, and for the query one, we can label it as anomaly data count. Okay, now you can see the two different color. So it's basically two different plots. The same can be seen here, but it's not distinguishable here. So we are creating a line chart instead. So this is a multi-query support so that you can compare the data coming from two different streams in the same chart. Now you can create a third query as well. So in order to help me remember what query this is, I can give this query a name. Say count of ground data. Like this. So yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment out any new features which you'd like to see in the next release, and we'll be happy to incorporate it.